All right, I figured I'd just get on here and start talking. I feel like some of the best videos I do are when I come on here with just a little bit of an idea and then kind of just go with it. Because I feel like when I plan too much, like I want this channel to be spur of the moment, in the moment, what I want to talk about. I mean, yes, I'm gonna do some other videos, but I think I'm gonna put those somewhere else. But I feel like I want this to be like in the moment because I feel like we need to get in touch with our spirits, our souls, and all that. And in that moment is like the present moment is the doorway to your soul. So I feel like if I plan too much for some of this content, then it kind of goes in a different direction, and I kind of just want everybody to realize that they can connect to that divine presence within yourself. Like it's not outside of us; it's inside of us. There's that spirit, and like a lot of you may have seen the chakras, some of you may or not. It's like that channel that flows through us, but we can't see it. So it's metaphysically speaking, beyond physics, is that we can't see it, so we can't really prove it yet. So I don't know if they have anything to measure it. I know Dr. Joe Dispenza has been trying to do more stuff because he's been trying to bring spirit and science together. And the more he does that, the more it kind of seems that it is more true than we know or than we've been told. But I remember Bruce Lipton too, because he did the biology of belief. I read his book a while ago and watched one of his videos too, and he was like, you know, quantum physics is one of the most proven sciences there is out there. We just act like it's not, and no one's talking about it. And when he said that, it made more sense. Like Tony Robbins had been trying to get him on his podcast for years, and during the pandemic, he finally got him, or shortly after the pandemic, or whatever. But yeah, I'd recommend that one, Bruce Lipton's. But that's the thing, is that Wayne Dyer used to talk about it too. That we all can connect to that spirit within. It's inside of us. It's all around us. And like when we throw away, throw around the words "I am God," and it's like in the Bible. I don't know the exact Bible verse, but it says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still in this moment. Let the energy of the universe come into you, come through you, flow into you, and bathe in it. That's why meditation's so like powerful, is because it roots you in the present moment. Because when you do meditation, you're not worried about what's going to happen later or what happened in the past. You're just in this moment. Now there are some forms of meditation that I have done that kind of stir some stuff up, but I feel like it's that underlying stuff that we have pushed down throughout the years because of misinformation or not knowing all this stuff. So the best thing to do is to sit with yourself, and yeah, it might not be easy every day, but that's all right. You know, why always have stuff be easy? You know, it's you. It's something that's inside you. Spirit wants it to come out. Like in NLP, we're taught that, you know, your unconscious mind has all these experiences in it from the past, but it will not let you release them until you're like ready to do it. So it is a process, and it does take time, and it's taken years for me to do stuff too, and I'm still doing it, and I'm still growing. That's why I figured, okay, it's time to start talking about this stuff. Fly. I have to get that thing out of here. But yeah, I want to start talking about more about how powerful we are when we connect with our spirit and connect with our soul. And again, it's like for them to act like we can't, like, you know, interpret the divine or be a divine being because we're not in a religion or something, doesn't mean that we can't. The spirit's inside of us. And I remember a quote from what was it, from Stigmata a long time ago, and it said something like the kingdom of heaven is inside you and all around you, not in bricks and stones. You know, split a piece of wood, I am there. Turn over a rock, and you will find me. Meaning that divine spirit is everywhere. Now again, I have nothing against organized religion. Just if you choose you want to go to church, that's cool. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying if you choose not to, I don't have a problem with that either. You can find that divinity without it. A church is a good place to go to get around like-minded people that also, you know, like God and all that. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you can also do it wherever you're at because it's everywhere. So, and that's what I feel like we all have the ability to touch the divine. Like there's another one, me and my Father are one, meaning that the Creator is part of us. He made, like they always say, God made us in His image. Well, if He made us in His image, then we can ask Him to help us, ask Him to make us, you know, show us what needs to be done, lead us to where we want to go. Like, you know, I look at it as co-creator. Like, me and my Father are one. Me and my Father create this world. He creates it through me, and together we can do anything. As I said that at 5:55. But anyway, that's kind of funny. But that's the thing, is that I feel like we've gotten away from spirit sometimes. I mean, maybe we have, maybe we haven't. But I maybe I feel like I've gotten away from it because I need to start talking about it more. Because years ago I used to be really spiritual, and I remember I had an aura photography done, and it said that I had the like ability to be a spiritual leader, and I just kind of went away from that. And I feel like it's time to like start incorporating that into my messages, because I feel like behind everything is that energy, that divine energy, that consciousness, that soul that's inside of us. Like I was talking about in a different video, where you stick your hand out in front of you and you can feel, you know, close your eyes and feel where your hand is. You can kind of feel a tingling sensation in the where your hand is, and that's like that divine energy that's inside of us. You know, I believe that energy is the stuff that beats our heart, keeps everything going, keeps everything in divine order. And again, we can stray away from it. We have free will, but I feel like when you use your free will to connect with it and ask it for guidance, ask it to show you where what you need to do, or where you want to go, or help guide me to abundance, help guide me to financial freedom, help me find the divine conviction inside of me to speak, to believe in myself, to push forward, to keep going no matter what. Like all those things, like having that energy is what's important. And it was funny because I did my meditation before I got on here, and it just made me realize that it all starts within. It's all how you feel about yourself. And again, if you're not there yet, that's okay too. It takes time because of all the, you know, stuff on the outside world that may or may not have been great. But that's the thing, is sometimes it's the bad stuff is there to show you the good. Like we don't know one without the other. So again, it's like it's not all good. It's all changing. It's all challenging. It's all an experience. It's all an experience of our soul in this physical body, and our soul's eternal. Our soul is in that perfect divine order, but it's when we're in this human body that we have the experience of being human. So we have to deal with the emotions, the unconscious mind, the ego, the conscious mind, like all the stuff that's bad in the world, all the stuff that's good in the world. There's so many experiences that we need to have. It's just that we think that, oh, we got to have the best experience every day. I mean, sure, I want to have a great experience every day, and maybe you will get there. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. You come back the next day and go it again. Like again, this is all just coming to me right now. I didn't even think like this yesterday. The meditation I keep doing, then it like sparks something. It opens something up inside you. Like it's like, you know, Neville Goddard says, it's like the brain. You can see it and be it. And when I start doing these meditations and visualizations of seeing myself getting on here and pushing through and having impact on the world and getting excited and speaking with conviction, speaking with soul, like you can feel it in the inside. And that's what you got to do, is like you got to build that up. We've had so much stuff piled up on top of it to keep us shrinking in and like, no, don't let your soul out. No, don't let it go. No, don't speak your truth. No, just fit in. Like all these things from society. It's like, well, what if you're meant to stand out? What if we're all meant to stand out? You know, what if that's what it is that finding that true immersion of the soul, because the soul's on the inside. You're not going to find your soul on the outside. You find your soul within, and then you bring it to the outside. But you got to find it in here first. And we're taught to, look for here, look for there, look there, look in all the, and I'm not saying the outside world's bad, the 3D's bad. I'm just saying bring the 4D into the 3D, and then you can dominate the 3D world. You can dominate, like, when Jordan's in those zones and he's just unstoppable. That's like spirit. Like, like he meditated too. Colby meditated. They all got in these zones, and they can bring it too. And I've been reading stories too of like what I've been talking about the other day is visualization, like seeing yourself before you do stuff. Like people are starting to do that, and like athletes, like I know Tony Robbins has like a thing he does is closes his eyes, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like he tells me, like, anytime he goes on stage, it's like, give me the guidance, give me give me all this stuff to serve all these people at the highest level and give them what they need. Like focusing on that, like before a game or before you do anything, take a couple deep breaths, focus in on what you want to do, see yourself dominating, see yourself being good, see yourself doing whatever it is you want to do. And again, these ideas can be, like keep going, keep doing it, keep doing this, keep listening, keep learning, keep doing whatever it is until you get there. And if you're not there yet, that's okay, because trust me, I've been working at this for a long time, for years, and I'm beginning little by little to learn more stuff every day. And the more I learn, the more I'm like, and then all of a sudden one day something like this happens where you have an epiphany, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I finally get that, I finally understand that. And it's speaking with that passion and conviction, or doing whatever you're doing with passion and conviction, and enjoy it. Enjoy it from within. You have to be that joy, that peace, that excitement, all that stuff. And if all that's buried under a bunch of stuff, and you know what word I want to say? Well, then start shoveling it off. And that's why I meditate. To get to the good, sometimes you're going to have to sit with the bad, and it's just part of it. I've sat with myself every day for the last, since 2007. I've meditated every day since 2007. And anybody can do it. I just got in the practice of it, and then it just kept going, and it's been so beneficial. I just keep doing it. And it's there. But that's the thing. That's the shovel. That's the digging away each day of all the stuff that might be in the way of all this information, or your soul that's deep inside you. It might have had been buried under a mound of conditioning, a mound of your peers, people telling you can't, and you believing those things. Don't believe it anymore. Yeah, I used to believe it too, so I'm talking about my own experiences too, but it's getting to that point where, I'm not listening to what other people say anymore. And like my coach, that's what she's teaching us, is like, speak our truth. Like, everybody has their own truth deep inside of them, wherever it is, that no one else has. And every single person has it, regardless. It might be buried, they might not even know it's there, but it's there. And this is part of my truth, is that we are spirit, we are souls, we can do anything. Now again, like I said before, within reason. I'm not gonna go play professional football at 50. I might die, but I can get on here and create videos, and some people it might be gardening, some people it might be music, singing, dancing, anything that lights you up inside is coming from your soul, that makes you excited, that brings that passion, that joy. And again, I remember The Men Who Stare at Goats. There was a thing where the guy was nervous about dancing, and he's like, I know you can dance. And then he's like, someone just told you not to. And then he like remembered back to his childhood where his dad made fun of him because when he was dancing, so he stopped doing it. And then once he realized that, and then he's just like, yeah, this is great. And that's what I mean. Sometimes we've had experiences in our lives that have told us not to be that person, or they've made fun, or people have made fun of us. I've been made fun of too. But again, who cares? If somebody makes fun of you or does something, it just defines them as someone that has to judge you. It does not define you. Only you can define you. And it's in here. And we're all capable of it. We're all capable of doing more. We're all capable of becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. day by day, moment by moment. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I love it. I think when I have to put it on a shirt, day by day, step by step, moment by moment, until you get to that goal. It's always the small steps, man, and sometimes the small steps lead to the big leaps, and sometimes that journey of self discovery that I was talking about, like it's in there, and like sometimes you got to go through the darkness, like that dark night of the soul. Sometimes you got to go through that fire, like what's that song? If you're going through hell, keep on moving, don't slow down. You might get out before the devil even knows you're there. It's like something Atkins, Rodney Atkins, and that song's great. It just keep going, do not stop through that darkness, keep pushing through. The walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Walk through it, man. It's there. Ask God for the light. Be the guiding light through the darkness of the soul to figure it out. And again, and I trust you, or trust you. I do trust you, but please trust me that when you go through that dark night of the soul, and like you shine a light on those areas of darkness, then they fade away. But if you're too afraid to look at them, or you're too afraid to look on the inside, then they're never going to go away. They're going to keep there hidden. So just because 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was a really bad experience, well, the only way you're going to like shine the light on it is to look at it and let it go. Because again, holding on to things, it just causes more problems. Like Wayne Dyer used to say, if you're going to seek revenge, you better start by digging 2 graves. I don't even know if that even has a purpose to what I just said, but it kind of came to mind. Is that that's a good one too. But I think the one I was thinking of is that holding on a grudge or holding on to stuff about against other people, regret or a grudge is all it does is hurt you too, because and half the time the person you're holding a grudge against doesn't even know that you're doing it. So when he forgave his father for all the wrongdoings he did in his life, he's like, that doesn't mean that what he did was right, but I forgave him for it. And he said it was like the most like expansive thing in his life. Like his life totally turned around after that. Like I think that's when he stopped drinking and started like really getting into the second half of his life, when he finally let go of that. So that's what I'm saying, is like sometimes with that stuff that's on the inside is what's holding us back. We just don't realize it because we think it's some sort of, well, I don't have enough skills, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not cute enough, I'm not excited enough, like all these things. Like for me, like some of the stuff, like who's gonna buy from me, who's gonna listen to me, who's gonna do that. I don't believe that as much now, but I did. And that was some of the stuff that stopped me years ago. But now that I see it, it's like it's that self-belief that's projected outside, and you have to change that belief within yourself. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, you know what, screw that, I am worthy, I am smart, I got this. And you got to project that energy out into the world, and then start to feel it. Like when I can feel it right now, like I'm excited. And I like it. And we could all do it. That's the thing, is that we all have the ability to create that joy, that excitement, all these emotions on the inside first. And we always look for the stuff on the outside to make us feel like we can feel joy, that we can feel excited, that we can feel like accomplished and all that stuff. Well, the thing is that when you start to feel these on the inside, and it takes time, trust me, it's not like this is going to change overnight, because I've been practicing this for over a year now, and now it's finally starting to set in. Like, wow, now I'm finally starting to understand what it means. And again, I still have days where I don't feel like that, but that's okay too. That's part of the ebb and flow. That's the greatness of it, is that be grateful for the moments when you feel like this and you're excited, and be grateful for the other ones, because the other ones are teaching moments. They make you learn something. But we all have that ability to generate stuff on the inside, see it, be it, feel it, and then just push it out. and visualization helps with this. I am going to create, trust me, I am going to create a visualization eventually. I am going to do this stuff. I've been learning how, so that's kind of why I haven't really been on the last month, is because I've been kind of taking classes and kind of learning and had a lot of stuff going on. So, but I'm going to get back on here and get back going because I'm getting excited. But anyway, so yeah, but anyway, we can create those feeling states on the inside. That's all I'm trying to say. Our soul's on the inside. Touch your soul, feel your soul, be it. And then just figure it out what it is, man. Everybody has something in their hearts. Everybody has something in their soul. Everybody has truth to speak. And not everybody's going to agree with your truth. Not everybody's going to love it. And that's fine too. Because you have to let it out, because the ones that will find you. But they won't find you if you don't let it out. So anyway, like and subscribe. Any comments, anything you got. Love you guys. Keep being you, and have a good one.